Good morning, everybody. It's Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong. I wanted to check in before this video and after this video because it is sort of a few random things that might not make sense unless I give you a little bit of context. I wasn't eating deviled eggs while I was digging in the dirt. I had my breakfast and then I took my little shovel and went out to the back part of our property. I think that eggs have things that we need sometimes, well, all the time, but if you're craving certain foods, and B12, selenium, there are things that my body probably needs right now that are in eggs, and I've been craving especially deviled eggs. Maybe I need the fat as well. I'm digging for rocks for two reasons. I want to line a couple of my like garden areas or flower beds or whatever, a couple, maybe even more. And we have so many gorgeous big rocks in the yard. I don't see any point in buying something when I can go find really pretty unique things right in the backyard. So that's one reason for digging. Another reason is to harvest quartz, like the big, beautiful flat piece that you will see in the video. I took that piece inside and it seems like Mars has already taken a liking to that piece of rock. He took a nap on it, and I don't know why he did that. It's kind of funny. I don't know how it even ended up where it ended up on the couch. So I don't think he moved it. I probably sat it down while I was showing Jason. Quartz is one of the most commonly occurring stones or rocks, crystals, gems in the world. And Milky Quartz is not considered super valuable. There is so much of it, and I don't know all of the terminology, but there are different reasons that Milky Quartz turns out milky. It traps certain things as it's being formed. And then, of course, clear quartz and other types of stones that are actually quartz. They develop differently, which gives them different properties, whether it's being clear or having other gems mixed in with them. Quartz has piezoelectric properties, which I think is really cool. And I do remember learning about that a little bit in school. They don't focus too much on things like that. It's just a really neat thing, I believe, to get out in nature and see what's around you. And lately I have been drawn to these thoughts within myself about recording things for my children. You know, I have felt really close to my dad lately. Sometimes I feel like I'm looking for answers way out beyond me when the answers are right here. They're right here. The things that I need are right around me, and I need to start in my own backyard, so to speak, literally and figuratively. So I did want to give you a little bit of an intro before we get to this. I had my breakfast yesterday. I went out and played in the yard for a little while. Jason and I went out to a beautiful shop locally that has all sorts of stones and beads, and he likes bracelets because he plays music for a living, and it's really pretty to have something that catches the light or whatever on his wrist when he's playing the guitar. And I love that about him. I love that, you know, that he likes things like that. So we like to go occasionally and see what they have, and they always have some really beautiful things. I found some copper pieces to make some copper earrings. I think they're really pretty. We found some beads that we had not seen there before for Jason. They're mood beads, so they change colors just like the old mood rings used to do. And that was just a lot of fun looking at those. So we did that. I've got, you know, all of this pretty quartz, this tiny cute little bottle. I'm not sure how I will put this in the journal. I've got my little doll. So we'll talk about all these things. This page is not finished yet. Hang around if you want to see, you know, all the adventures. This is what I have been craving. Deviled eggs. Along with that, I am having cinnamon tea. It's really good, and I think it is what my body is craving. This tea spoke to me from the grocery store shelf, and I believe cinnamon has a good effect on the immune system. I'm not sure what happened here, but look at the tiny feathers. And then we have a clump of these feathers. I'm digging for rocks on our own property. I've only started to dig and I'm finding all sorts of rocks. I believe this is a Milky Quartz. These are so dirty I can't really see what they look like. But I am looking for Milky Quartz, and there are some really large rocks out here. Let me show you the rock I'm sitting on. Look at this. Look at that beautiful line through there. So this is in my yard, and there are more rocks back there. Part of me wants to just crack this open, but it makes a really nice seat. Rocks are amazing. And when I put the shovel, listen, it doesn't take much, and then you have found another rock. I don't know what I'll find. I just felt like I should come out here and play. I think this one's really big. I was gonna try to just scoop it out, but it won't even move. I'm finding a lot of little small, pretty pieces of quartz. I'm gonna clean these up. I actually just dug this out of the ground. It is really sharp. I'm glad I was using a trowel. It looks like part of an old soda bottle. Look what I found. Love these little snakes. They're so sweet. Hi there. Look at that pretty pink color on the bottom. He wants to get away, so let's let him go. Hi there. Today has been quite the fun day. These feathers, I would like to know what kind of feathers they are. They're striped on one side. I know that hawk feathers have stripes. These are really tiny little feathers. So I will work on trying to figure out what kind of bird those belong to. The desk is a mess right now, but I did want to show you a few things. I'm working on the current journal page for the large self-discovery journal that I'm working in. This was the first page, which I shared in the last video of this journal. And then the current page has got a really fun little, I guess they're called ugly dolls. I don't think she's ugly. She's just hanging on the page with a rusty safety pin. And in her little bag, she's got a piece of Milky Quartz. This is North Carolina quartz. And I think Jason and I are sitting on a pretty much a quartz mine. It's everywhere we look, we see quartz. And I thought this was a particularly pretty piece. Just love that shimmer. And today I've spent some time just being quiet, walking around our yard, you know, trying to just focus on myself and my thoughts and what I want, what my body is screaming at me right now with all of these allergy symptoms that I've had. I feel really good today. I went out into the backyard and I sat down on a big rock and started digging really gently with my trowel. There are a number of reasons I don't want to go out there aggressively with a big shovel, and it's going to take a big shovel to dig some of the rocks out, but that I will do that carefully. I don't want to just tear things up. Plus, I found a really pretty little snake today. I found all of these little pretty pieces of quartz, and then this beautiful flat piece. Oh, I love this. I hear Jason pulling in, and he and I are going to go to a local bead shop once he gets, you know, settled back in. There he goes. I hear him going right by. But I wanted to show you what I have so far today. I thought I would put some tiny pieces of this Milky Quartz into this jar. Quartz represents self-discovery and self-empowerment. I feel like that is something that has been calling to me, just finding what it is that I should be doing, and especially saying no to things that I should not be doing. That's so pretty. Some of these quartz pieces are too big, and I'll do something else with those. Oh, that's a pretty piece. That's pretty. We will have to put this on the page somehow. And I may do something to this bag so that, well, we don't want the quartz falling out. A lot more to do yet with this page. This is just corrugated cardboard over here, and I think it's calling for something, but I don't know yet. I'm trusting that that will present itself when it needs to. All right, this is the point in the video where Jason and I took off, and I didn't want the video to end so abruptly. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back really soon. Bye for now.